All right, here's a look at March's Loot Crate. Covert is the theme, and it showed up without any notification of a tracking number or anything, which I'm not sure if maybe the tracking number just ended up in my spam folder or if they actually didn't send tracking numbers, which I think would be, if it was intentional, I think that would be funny for a Covert crate to have it just kind of show up with no notification. But anyway, it is Covert. It comes in the standard black Loot Crate box that we're all used to. And opening it up, you can see there's a keyboard. It can turn into a little laptop type thing. But there's the thing, and inside here we've got some various loot. Now, the first off is the shirt, which is actually a white shirt. They promised this one's shirt would not be black. A lot of them have been black lately. I loved the Voltron shirt from a while back. This is clearly a James Bond reference. He's sad because this is stirred, and if you watch James Bond, you'll know that he prefers his drinks shaken and not stirred. I'll fold this back up here. And honestly, I watched this morning. I watched Casino Royale with David Niven and Peter Sellers and Ursula Andress and Orson Welles and Woody Allen. And it was kind of a spoof, and like I'd never seen it before, and it was weird. It was funny, it was very Peter Sellers-y, spoofy type of movie, and it taught me that I know just enough about James Bond to get some of the jokes, and then still know enough to know when I wasn't getting a joke to at least know that I was missing a joke. I'm like, I feel like if I knew more about James Bond, that would have been funnier. But anyway, enough about the old Casino Royale. Also in the thing, here in this month's Loot Crate, we've of course got the Covert pin, which has like a little x-ray of some glasses and a pen and various spy gear there. Some 48-page, a pack of two 48-page field notebooks, and it's just some pages with some graph paper, which I will actually get quite a bit of use out of. But yeah, just a couple little... okay, one's graph paper and one is lined. That's... Damn, I could really use the graph paper. But anyway, yeah, so you get a couple of field notes. So one ruled and one graph paper. There is, and this is one of those things I'm meaning to pick up. I've seen variations on them. It's a survival bracelet, and the fact that it's basically a bunch of rope, and I'm not entirely sure on the exact length of rope included in this. I know it's not the standard adventurer's 50 feet. I don't believe, but it's like paracord, and it's basically a bracelet that you can wear, and if you ever get stuck out in the woods or you need some rope, you can unattach. You can kind of see where the end of the rope is right there. You can unravel it and then use this cord in case you need to tie something up. You can use it as fishing line. I've always been vaguely intrigued by the idea of having one, just because I do go camping and stuff a lot. I don't know how. I've never actually used one or put it to the test or seen anybody use one, so I don't know how effective it would be, but it seems like it might be handy to have some extra rope easily available. You get a free, I don't know if this is a universal code, a free download of Ninjak #1 from Valiant. I vaguely remember Ninjak from back in the day, when Valiant, Solar, Man of the Atom, and all those books. A Spy Mad Libs pack. Again, that one, not in and of itself super amazing, but again, I've got an 8-year-old daughter, and we're gonna have some fun playing some Mad Libs. You get basically, this is basically a rundown on how to use the bracelet. You can learn more about it at paracord.com. It's just a little flyer to let you know what's up with the bracelet. You get this month's little band of, or a little magazine, just let you know details about everything that's in it, some articles. The articles are actually, like, the more I've read these things, some of the articles are actually very interesting in this. So I'll flip through that later. And then onto the Loot Crate exclusive. I think this was a Loot Crate exclusive, obviously, because it's got the Loot Crate band and as well as the orange and black motif, which is cool. And then actually these have a Loot Crate logo on too. A special variant cover for the Orphan Black comic I watched the show, and I don't know if it's just the Sarah or maybe if they had different girls on the cover, but yeah, just copy the Orphan Black comic. I haven't checked that out yet. There, of course, is the inside of the computer. I'm sure that unfolds in a way to work properly, but let's see, there's a little the inside of the box, and a couple of, they promised an exclusive S.h.i.e.L.D. item in this month's box, and it comes in a couple different parts, and it is one of the actual S.h.i.e.L.D. lanyards, prop replica. So not a big item, but it's kind of nifty. And you can see there's Patton Oswalt with one of the lanyards on from the show, and it basically gives you a rundown of where the background for where this lanyard comes from. It's from EFX Collectibles, and it does include the actual lanyard itself. So you take that out of the pack and have your very own S.h.i.e.L.D. ID lanyard. And the last item, this one is, I kind of saved this for last just because my daughter is super stoked about it. She's been waiting for me to, this showed up on Saturday, and she's been waiting for me to bring it in and do my little unboxing so she could have this. A Blink Time wristwatch. And basically you can see it's a flat black face here, but if you push it, it blinks up and shows you the time. It is currently 10:32 on 3/22, and it's about 7 seconds before 10:23 or 10:33. But yeah, so it's just a little watch. Quality wise, it's got a hard plastic back here, and it has it tells you what battery type in there. So I'm assuming you can change the battery. I have not figured out how to access that battery case, but it does tell you what battery type. But the watch itself is mostly just rubber. I mean, even the face of this is just a soft rubbery stuff. Like I'm gonna let her have it. I worry. I don't know how long it would last. To any sort of real standard roughhousing. Like, I wouldn't trust this out in the field were I actually a spy, because it seems like it would be very easy for this thin rubber on the face to rip. But it's kind of a neat design. I like that it's all black. I do like the way the numbers light up like that. It's kind of a neat effect. But yeah, but it's getting handed off to my daughter, who has been desperately waiting for me to pop this thing open, do a video, and let her have it. So when I get home in the morning and I get her up for school, she's going to get this watch with the stealth time. I mean, as you see, if you don't touch it for a minute, it shows the time for a few seconds and then fades back out to a flat black face. Like I said, from a technological standpoint, kind of neat. I don't know if, like I said, I'm not going to be the one wearing it on a regular basis. But there it is. So that's March's Loot Crate, Covert. I don't know if they've announced April's theme yet or not. So I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, there's March's Loot Crate, Covert. You can get yours if you're so inclined. There's a link down there in the video description. And yeah, there it is.